Ultraviolette have been doing some pretty amazing things recently. Their F99 electric motorcycle prototype is not only the fastest Indian vehicle ever built, it is also the fastest Indian motorcycle over a quarter mile. And today they have given us this. This is the F77 SuperStreet, and here's everything you need to know about this motorcycle. Before we talk about what is different about the SuperStreet, let's talk about what remains the same. The styling is largely the same. The powertrain, motor, battery pack, all identical to the F77 Mach II. And in terms of pricing, the SuperStreet can be had from Rs 2.99 lakh ex-showroom, with the Recon variant, which is the long-range model, available from Rs 3.99 lakh ex-showroom. So what is different? The triple clamp is new, as are these handlebar risers and the handlebar itself. So what that does, it changes the way people sit on this motorcycle. Earlier, the F77 had a clip-on handlebar, which gave it a very sporty, very aggressive stance and riding position. But now, keeping the foot peg position and the seat position identical, Ultraviolette have achieved a more upright, more relaxed position just by changing the handlebar. And on track and on the road, that translates to longer time in the saddle, more comfort in the saddle, and therefore easier to use within town, be it on open roads or in congested traffic situations. By just changing the handlebar and not changing anything else on the motorcycle, we can't really expect it to be a different handler altogether. This motorcycle handles the same way as the F77 Mach II does, but the difference is, because of the comfort the rider has now, achieving those speeds, achieving those angles becomes a lot more easier than the F77 Mach II, making this motorcycle usable not only in town but also on highways and twisty roads as well. Under these covers is the same preload adjustable upside down fork, and beneath me somewhere is the monoshock from the previous unit. No changes there. That's why this motorcycle handles the same as it always has. Plus, the ride quality is also tuned to offer a good mix of sporty feedback plus comfort in town, which is extremely important when buying a street motorcycle like this one. Disc brakes at either end take care of braking just as before. No complaints on that front. Very sensitive brakes. Very easy to dial in the exact amount of slowing power you want. Plus, it also helps that they have radially mounted calipers, which means that this motorcycle can go bursting into a corner and it can be controlled very quickly, brought down to the right speed, and then carried through the rest of the corner as well. And one thing that stands out for us is the ABS. So on the track over here, we've been having a blast of a time because there's nothing to stop us from going flat out. And in those cases, the ABS does cut in quite early, but on the street, we don't think that should be a problem. This space is to show what is possible with the F77 SuperStreet, because in addition to hard and soft luggage as well, Ultraviolette are offering a selection of accessories with this motorcycle. This spinning motorcycle here is the inspiration behind why Ultraviolette are offering up to 8 lakh kilometers in warranty, because this particular unit even to this day runs on public roads, and right now it has clocked a whopping 1,50,000 kilometers. Charging options for the F77 are currently threefold. We have the standard charger, the 3 kilowatt boost unit, and all the way over here is Ultraviolette's 6 to 12 kilowatt Supernova fast charger. And this is what you can expect at their charging stations across the country. One of my main concerns with the first generation of the F77 was that because the motorcycle itself was a silent vehicle, everything else, as in the sounds of the suspension, the sound of the chain, all of this seemed to be bothering me a little more. But the good news is, with this generation of the F77, Ultraviolette have controlled that to a great degree, because this is easily more refined than any other product from Ultraviolette so far. And that adds to the ownership experience and the ride experience, and it adds to it positively. There it is. That's everything you need to know about the Ultraviolette F77 SuperStreet. If you do have something that we haven't answered for you, do ask us in the comments and we will get back to you promptly. This is Joshua Verghese signing off to sneak in one more ride on the new F77.